One diploma, same 4 years. New York, 38,500. London, 53,500. Buenos Aires, 0. But that number is a lie. The same classroom, the same textbook, the same professor's voice. But the receipt at the registrar's window tells 3 different stories about who pays. 3 students, 3 bills, 3 countries whispering what they think a mind is worth before it even opens a book. Start with the loudest bill on the desk. The one that screams in dollars. New York is talking first. Maya Chen, 19 years old, upstate New York. She signs her name on a tuition bill of $38,500. She exhales. She thinks the worst is over. It is not. The sticker price is the decoy. The real bill hides underneath. Then the fees arrive. Technology fee, activity fee, wellness fee, mandatory health insurance, required textbooks, housing, dining plan. The final invoice climbs to about $45,300. Nearly a fifth of her bill is lines nobody mentioned at the campus tour. And somebody, somewhere, is cashing everyone. Maya does not know yet. Only a quarter of what she signed for will ever reach a classroom. The rest goes somewhere else, somewhere she will never see. One analysis of university spending shows where the dollar goes. 3 cents buys her textbooks. 28 cents pays the professor who actually teaches her. 25 cents builds the gym, the lazy river, the climbing wall. 15 cents is pure brand, a premium for the logo on the sweatshirt. Teaching is the smallest line on the receipt. Since 1987, American universities hired administrators far faster than they hired faculty. Deans of deans, vice presidents of vice presidents. London runs the same degree with half the paperwork. Buenos Aires runs it with almost none. Maya is not paying for education. She is paying for an org chart. The financial aid office slides a pen across the desk. Federal loans, private loans, parent loans. Maya signs again. The number attached to her name will follow her into jobs she has not yet imagined, into apartments she has not yet rented. 20 years of monthly payments before her first lecture. Case 1, filed. The consumer model, where a mind is priced like a luxury car. But a flight lands in Buenos Aires, same classroom, same textbook. The window at the registrar opens, and nobody reaches for a wallet. 0 pesos, not a scholarship, not a discount. A constitutional fact. One of the top universities in Latin America charges its students nothing. Not reduced tuition. Nothing. The line on the bill reads 0. 0 pesos. Not a scholarship. Not a discount. A constitutional fact. Valentina walks across the courtyard of the University of Buenos Aires. Economics major. 3rd year. Her enrollment form was a signature and a national ID number. No cosigner, no loan officer, no financial aid appointment. Her family earns a middle-class wage in a country with triple-digit inflation, and the tuition line still reads 0. She pays for her own books, her own coffee, her own bus ride to campus. Nothing else has a price, which means someone else already paid. Article 75 of the Argentine Constitution, reinforced by the University Reform of 1918. Free tuition is not a policy. It is written into the founding document of the country. Generations of students have walked into the same classroom and paid the same price. 0. This was decided before most countries had public schools. And the $0 classroom is not a compromise. 5 Nobel laureates walked out of the University of Buenos Aires. Che Guevara studied medicine there, so did 3 Argentine presidents. Ranked consistently among the best in Latin America. Free does not mean lesser. Free means the gatekeeper was fired. Maya signs a loan for $38,500. Valentina signs an enrollment card. Same degree. Same 4 years. One signature ends in debt. One ends in a diploma. Now the detail that broke the investigation. Tens of thousands of international students enroll in Argentine public universities every year. Americans, Brazilians, Europeans, Africans. The Constitution does not check passports. If you pass the entrance exam, you study. Free. A foreign student in Buenos Aires pays less than Maya pays in Cleveland. Exactly 0 less. Across the Atlantic, and the rule book flips. One country charges its own citizens one price. It charges foreigners another. The passport becomes the invoice. And the numbers get loud. Cross the Atlantic. The rain is colder. The invoice arrives in a brown envelope stamped with a coat of arms. 2 numbers printed on the same page, one for the student from Manchester, one for the student from Mumbai. Read them both. Same seat, same professor, same lecture hall. Priya Shah from Delhi pays roughly $53,000. James Whitford from Leeds pays about $12,000. The difference is not ability. The difference is a passport. Nearly 5 times the price for the same voice. Priya's tuition does not only pay for Priya. It pays for James. It pays for the library. It pays for the sandstone. Her signature holds up a building she will leave in 3 years. A third of Priya's bill is surplus, not tuition, not cost, surplus. The Higher Education Policy Institute confirms it. International fees subsidize the capped domestic rate and fund research. James sits beside her, paying a fraction of her price because she is paying for both chairs. The receipt calls this tuition. The ledger calls it a transfer. 3 students, 1 classroom in 3 cities. Maya in New York signs for debt. Valentina in Buenos Aires signs for nothing. Priya in London signs for James. 3 signatures. 3 economies. The same lecture priced 3 different ways. And none of those prices are really about the words being spoken. America prices the consumer. Argentina prices the citizen. Britain prices the foreigner. The classroom is a mirror. Each country looks in and sees what it believes a young mind is for. A customer, a member, a revenue stream. 3 tuition bills, 3 questions. Only one of them is about education. The other 2 are about who you are before the lecture begins. And that is not a price. That is a verdict. Filing the report. New York sells the degree to the student, then collects interest for 30 years. London sells the same degree twice, cheap to its own, triple to the foreigner. Buenos Aires already paid the bill through everyone's taxes. The tuition bill is a passport. It does not tell you what you will learn. It tells the university what it thinks you are worth. One case closes. Another receipt is already on the desk. Another city. Another price that does not add up. The investigation continues. Case closed.